Do you have a cat that likes to destroy your possessions and yourself? Having a cat can be a way to have companionship, but there are some habits that these furry felines have that owners have to find ways to deal with. Cats enjoy the feeling of stretching their claws, whether it's in a carpet or a new sofa. These little habits of theirs have owners finding ways to try and stop it, or finding a solution to prevent it.
Well, I think that the first reason would be that we've damaged the furniture and the hardwood floors. And being though that they're inside cats, they don't go out at all. We chose to declaw them at an early age.
At the time I didn't know whether I'd have a strictly indoor cat or an indoor-outdoor cat. I felt that if there was a chance that my cat would ever be outside, that I would choose not to declaw ever.
There are a few ways that can help avoid the frustration. One of them is the declawing surgery. There are a lot of opinions on performing it, so I decided to get the facts and asked Dr. Andrea Humble what the real story was.
For most cats, it involves the front claws only, and they're placed under a general anesthetic and given nerve blocks, and we remove the first joint of their toes on their front paws. And the procedure itself involves cutting the skin around the first joint and then 4 ligaments and tendons, and then the skin is glued closed. It's not an inhumane procedure. The biggest reason that people will feel that way is a perception that cats are painful after or during the procedure, and that's not the case. We have very good pain control. It's the same as any other surgical procedure, that if we were to do it without drugs for pain, then it would be inhumane, but any surgical procedure that we do as veterinarians, we give medicine to control the pains.
As Dr. Andrea Humble has said, declawing may not be for every owner and cat, but there are other ways to prevent the scratching and ripped sofa. Alternatives to surgery can be to train them as kittens to use a scratching pole or something similar. This lets them continue to enjoy the feel, but without ruining furniture or drapes.
I don't think I would declaw them. I would maybe train them in a different way. Our cats scratch a little bit, but mostly I've trained them to scratch the scratching post and their other toys.
There are options as simple as trimming your cat's nails, and it's something that most cats learn to adapt to pretty easily. We also have clients that bring their cats in regularly for nail trims.
Look out, young lady. Too much roughhouse and those kittens will scratch. Thank goodness for Soft Claws nail caps.
If the issue is more of scratching humans, then an alternative can be trimming the nails or even using nail caps that simply cover the nail and cause the cat no discomfort. Though with caps, it will need to be replaced when the nails grow.
I've never heard of those. I've heard of other deterrents like spraying to try and, the scent keeps them from going near the furniture, but in my experience that has never worked.
My dad's philosophy at home was to take off his slipper and throw it poignantly at the cat or just left of it. And that always worked as well, but I choose not to scare my cats that way, so no slipper in this house.
It's entirely up to the client. It's not something that needs to be done. It's not something that should be done in all cases. Having said that, if it's going to create stress in the household, if somebody buys new furniture and the kitty cat tears it up and the kitty cat ends up needing to go to the Humane Society or be rehomed just because of the claws, then I think it's a good option to have the pet declawed.
There have been many misconceptions about the surgery, but as Dr. Humble has stated, the surgery is safe and healthy for your cat. In the end, as long as you talk to your veterinarian and make an informed decision, you and your kitty will have a long and happy life together.
Oh.